Hello and welcome to TelecomTV. I'm Martin Warwick and we're reporting from a computer museum in Mountain View in Silicon Valley in California in the US, and I'm talking with Bethany Mayer, who is the Senior Vice President and General Manager of the Network Functions Virtualization Business Unit at HP. Bethany, great to see you again.
Great to see you.
Last couple of times we met it was very noisy, very hectic,
yes.
A bit quiet, a bit cooler altogether this time.
Great change of pace.
It is.
Yeah.
Now, we have just been attending something called the ETSI NFV ISG here in Mountain View.
Yes.
And a lot of time has been spent, a lot of things have been happening as it goes from phase 1 to phase 2 of NFV, as you're
right.
well aware.
Right.
What I'd like to begin by asking you is this. Can you tell us why NFV is so all-fired important to service providers, and how do they balance the evident potential upside against possible downside?
Okay, well, it certainly is important to service providers. The carriers right now are moving away from what they've had in the past, which is full stack appliances on which their applications resided. And the reason why they're doing that is because bringing up a service and bringing it to market actually took quite a long time with that model. So the idea is to move away from that full stack appliance model to more of a virtualized infrastructure where you have virtualized applications running over a commercially available off-the-shelf infrastructure. And that's a big difference for them. And it really will make a change for them for the better in bringing their products to market more quickly and to be more flexible in how they put those services together and how they support their customers. So it's an exciting opportunity for them, and they're really moving quickly in this space. At the same time, it's a change. It's a change in how they operate. And so as a result, there's some concern about that operational change and how they'll manage through it, the skill set they'll need, because no longer will they be able to point at an appliance and say, that's the problem. They'll have to do it in a virtualized manner. So there's some work that they have to do to modify their skill set, modify how they operate, but I know that they have all said, the ones that I've talked to, they're willing to do it because of the upside of time to market and the cost savings.
Okay, thank you. Second question to you. The new ecosystem for NFV is taking shape, as we all can see, and it's evolving. What's HP's role in helping to develop that ecosystem and to ensure that it remains, above all, robust and flexible?
Well, we've put together a program we call the ofNFE program, and it combines a number of different things. It has an architecture, so we've developed an architecture that leverages infrastructure, orchestration layer, the virtual network functions, as well as the ability to get to the cloud using OpenStack. So that architecture not only includes our products, HP's products, but also many products in the industry. So we've created an ecosystem that will work within that essentially is based on open standards and open source. So as you may know, our network platforms, our server platforms, even our storage platforms are all open standards-based architecture. And that also includes the orchestration layer with OpenStack. We are the leader in OpenStack and in contributing to OpenStack, as well as the full orchestration of the entire infrastructure. So the idea is to utilize not only our technologies, but technologies in the industry in an interoperable manner to really provide a robust solution, but one that's open and provides a choice.
Because interoperability is going to be the main business of this, isn't it?
Right.
Because what we've seen in the past, and you've seen it yourself throughout your career, what very often happens is we have an agreement to be moderately open between manufacturers, vendors and so on. When it comes down to it, the standards that emerge are de facto proprietary standards, and it isn't open at all. Do you think it's going to be different this time around, not just from HP's point of view, but the entire industry?
Well, we're certainly committed to making it different. HP has a culture and a DNA around openness and open standards. We certainly support open standards in a wide variety of our products, and our goal as a leader in the industry is to provide an open environment and choice for the customers. So I think that a combination of companies like ourselves, as well as the many startups that are emerging in this space who really want to participate, as long as we work together to offer interoperability to each other, I think it will continue. And certainly HP is committed to that, and I know what I've talked to, when I've talked to the carriers, they're also very committed to that. So they will make choices more towards an open environment and folks who provide them choice than a proprietary environment and one that's closed.
Thank you. NFV, as we mentioned earlier on, is moving beyond theory, and it's moving from the informative to the normative even as we speak, and onto the proof of concept stage before major trialing and then eventually commercial deployment. What is HP doing here in this, as they call it, POC arena? Can you give us some examples?
Well, we're actually doing several POCs. We have 15 now announced. We have several more on the way. And some of the POCs, they range from telco cloud as an example, so creating a cloud service for the carrier to be able to provide services in that cloud. A virtual CPE is another example where essentially the carrier can provide a virtualized piece of equipment at the location of their, say, their enterprise or their home user, and bring services more into the network so that it's very simple at the home or in the enterprise, and what that means for them is less truck rolls and also more flexibility back to that. So virtual CPE is another big one. Virtual EPC, which is around their IMS, and that's another POC that we're very involved in. And in that, we work with partners. So we're partnered with several companies in the industry that provide virtual EPCs as well. So we have a pretty wide breadth of POCs that we're doing, and we're looking forward to doing more. And so far, what we've seen from carriers is they're very interested in what we're showing, what we're offering, and they want to oftentimes put a POC together with us.
Final question to you, as phase 2 of NFV gets underway, what role will HP play there? You've been very, very active in the first phase.
Right.
You've even got some product out. So what about going forward?
Going forward, we want to continue that activity. HP is very committed to network functions virtualization as an opportunity for us in the carrier market. Even Meg Whitman at our last earnings call talked about NFV and what an opportunity it is for HP. So our goal is to continue to invest in this area, both from an R&D perspective as well as from a go-to-market perspective, and really offer choices and open standards-based platforms to the carriers to help them do what they want to do, which is essentially bring flexibility to their infrastructure and provide services in a very, very timely manner to their customers to be able to compete in the market as it exists today.
Okay, well, it's a big job. Good luck with it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bethany Mayer.
Thank you.